Hi, and welcome back. A question. Are you wondering how to prepare your young one for preschool or for pre-K or even for kindergarten preparedness? Are you kind of wondering how do I go about this and how do I make it as seamless to the child and also to yourself as they embark on this new journey of school? Today, I want us to think through of the myths that we hear. Thank you. Let's dive in and think through about all these things. Welcome back if you're coming back. Thank you for always coming to check us out. We really deeply appreciate you for coming to check us out. You are telling us that this information is important to you and maybe to the people that you know. If you're coming to check us out, thank you so much for coming to check us out. You who is new, this is home. You have arrived, and consider yourself a part of the family. So today I want us to think through about the myths which are honestly given, and I will do it in form of questions because many times we have been told on how to prepare the child. When you go maybe to many people, they will tell you this is what your child needs to know. For example, if they're going to kindergarten or preschool, let your child know how to hold a pencil, or do your child, is your child able to drive the marker? Is your child able to kind of do the scribble? Of course, the scribble, is your child able to write their name? This is a big one. Is your child able to write their first and the last name? Is your child able to recognize? Those are the things that you're told that are important. The other one which you're told is that, is your child able to count? Do they know their numbers? Do they know their ABCs? Do they know their alphabet? Can they count up to 100? Right? I know you have heard that. The other thing you're told is that, can they recognize all the colors and the shapes? Do they know all of them? Can they name them one by one? Think about that for just a moment, because those are the things that are being emphasized over and over again. And I want you to think about it. Just for a moment, think about it. Is that important for your child when they sit in that classroom? Picture yourself there. Probably you went to that class when you knew all those things, but did you face challenges? Put yourself in your child's shoes, and you just walk yourself in that without backpack on your back, and then you're left there. And now you have to figure out, how do I go about this? So today, this is the question, and this probably is the greater solution. As I plan to make a detailed video on how you can go about this, check it out later. But I want you to ask yourself, when you went there, what is that you desperately needed when you are 5 year old, if you can remember, when you are 6 years old, when you are 7? What is it that you desperately wished that you know? Maybe the bigger question to you is, ask yourself when you're exploring and you're wondering how to prepare your child, ask yourself these questions. Can my child make friends? Can he get along? Can he or she get along with friends? Can my child be able to make friends? Can my child be able to break up with friends who are not necessarily nice? The second thing you should ask yourself is, can my child be able to manage their own emotions? Can they be able to express themselves? Can they be able to express their own feelings? Can they be able to say to others, or to tell others what it is that they feel? Can they be able to actually be able to problem solve with their friends? Can have they ever had a conflict where he or she had to come up with a conflict resolution without necessarily your intervention, because you are not going to be in school and the teacher is not going to always be able to see what is happening? Most of the time the teachers will react, of the conflict which was there. The third thing to ask, I think the fourth is, can your child be independent? Do they have that self-independence? Can they be able to make independent choices? Can they be able to select toys to play with by themselves? Can they be able to ask for help to be able to choose to be independent? Can they actually be able to tell others, I just want to play this by myself? Ask yourself that question before you take that child to that school. The other thing to ask yourself is, can my child be able to self-help? Do they have self-help skills? Can they be able, for example, to put on their shoes? Can they be able to put on their gloves, their hats? Ask yourself that question. Can they be able to lead a self-help? And this is not necessarily, which is also important about the parties and all those, but can they be able to self-help? Can they be able to button or to zip? Can they be able to buckle their shoes? Because I will tell you today, if and when they cannot be able to do that, life is going to be very challenging in that classroom. And the child will feel out of place. So ask yourself this question. If the child can hold a pencil, write their names or recognize their names, if they can count all the numbers, they can recognize them, if they can recognize all the colors, the shapes, they can say their favorite things, do those things matter at all? Do they matter? If they cannot be able to do all the others, if they cannot be able to have social emotional regulations. Thank you so much. And thank you again for listening to the end. And thank you so much for your comments. Let us know what it is that you think. If you have not subscribed, please consider to subscribe. Let's talk about these things on how we can make it easier for ourselves and also for our children. Thank you so much.